Nathan here from CBI Off-Road, standing here in front of our CBI JK called the Thunderbolt. We'll explain a little bit more about that, but we wanted to do a quick preview of what we've done on our JK, and we'll have a future series of videos coming along as well.
Okay, looking at the CBI Thunderbolt JK from the front, we've got a lot of cool options on this Jeep. Let's start with the front bumper. The front bumper is a brand new bumper we've developed here at CBI. We call it our CBI Hybrid JK front. And the cool thing about this bumper is it gives you lots of clearance. It's super lightweight, so you're going to save a lot of front end weight. You get a skid plate that goes clear down to the lower cross member. You have the ability to mount some lights here in this open spot, some rigid SRMs. Looking at it from the top, you see our worn Xeon 10S winch. So you can mount any winch, center mounted drum or non-center mounted drum winch on the front. Of course, we were sporting the Factor 55 flat link, which is a must-have if you're using your winch and for any off-road recovery situations. If you take a look from the top, you can see it fits really well with the grill. You zoom in there. Really a pretty awesome product. Very lightweight. You can mount your factory fog lights. We've got, of course, the JW speaker LED fogs and headlights. These are the Evo 2s if you take a look there. Coming back and dropping down to the front end, if we take a look here, we've got quite the suspension setup on this Jeep. We decided to go with a coilover conversion Icon Vehicle Dynamics kit. Very impressive kit, and we'll go more into detail about this in future videos. But you can see their coilover mount assembly there. Of course, their hydraulic bump stop in the front, and remote reservoir shocks. They're fully adjustable, so you can adjust the compression. We also went with a TerraFlex long arm kit. So going underneath here, you can see we've got the TerraFlex long arms, front and rear, and the combination just provides for an unbelievable ride. Really quite cool. Let's step back here just a little bit. If we're looking at the Jeep from the side here, let's talk about the wheels and tires. We decided to go with the Nitto Trail Grapplers. These are 37s. These tires have been awesome. We've used them on other vehicles as well. Super nice tire. They work really well off-road and on-road. Of course, if you're in a place where you have to deal with snow and ice, you can sipe them for the winter, and that makes a big difference. For the wheels, we went with the Raceline Avenger wheel, which is a new wheel, and we painted the beadlock ring this flat red to match our color scheme on this Jeep. Again, another very awesome product. Looking at the side here as well, you can see our brand new CBI hybrid rock sliders. They're really awesome. Of course, you get the rocker plate and then the rock slider as well here, and they bolt together and then of course bolt to the body. These are aluminum. The first production versions are going to be all steel, with the aluminum version coming. Of course, you can see how well they mount, how flat the bottom is. Beautiful TIG welding. And here's a pretty awesome shot from the top. Another cool thing about this Jeep, we're going to move around the rear. You can see that rear wheel stuffed nicely. Check out the CBI rear bumper with integrated tire carrier. Cool thing about this tire carrier, of course, is it all opens, hinges with your door system. There's a good look at the rear bumper. Here's a good look at the rear bumper and tire carrier. Of course, it will lock. It will lock in the open position. Tire's a little heavy. It'll lock in the open position. If we go around to this side, we don't have our jack mounted, but this assembly right here is to mount your high lift jack, And then this part right here is to mount a camp light, and it will go up and down. You can spin it around, point it where you want. Super nice feature if you do any camping. Of course, you can see the rear bumper going to the sides here. It wraps around to the rear wheel well, so you maintain protection there. Of course, gain a lot of extra clearance through here and through the center section. You can see it's angled, and the receiver hitch is built in, so you can still tow. And this receiver hitch is going to quite outdo the factory receiver hitch. Taking a look at it from the rear end here, we're going to move forward. This is a great shot of the Flex, the Jeep, the awesome wrap that we have put on it. This Jeep is themed after a World War II plane, P-47. We call it the Thunderbolt. Alright, let's go take a look at the rear end here, the suspension that we got under this thing. Coming down in, take a look at the Icon coilover conversion kit. Of course, it's fully adjustable. We'll go into more detail about that. You can see their bracketry here and how they mount up the remote reservoirs. You can also see on the rear end here, we got our gearing from Nitro Gear and Axle. We went with 513s on this setup to go with these 37-inch tires. Great view of the CBI rock sliders, all aluminum. Great view from underneath here, the TerraFlex long arms. Of course, the beautiful tires and wheels. Okay, real quick, just a closer look at the front suspension here. We've got also, besides the gearing, of course, the Icon steering stabilizer, we did a TerraFlex axle sleeve and gusset kit, and you can see that here. We went with the TerraFlex aftermarket ball joints as well. Of course, you can see those too. See those gussets welded in, the upper gusset and the lower gusset. Alright, we'll do one more quick walk around. Check out the setup on this Jeep. Of course, I didn't mention the fenders either, but we went with the Bushwhacker flat style fender flares. We really like the Bushwhacker fender flares. They're lightweight, they're easy to install, and they look great on the Jeep. Got a lot of awesome products that have went into this Jeep so far. We're not quite finished. Still got lighting to do and some more Overland accessories.